Hey there, I'm Lily O'Reilly. This is Lily O'Reilly Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing a viral meditation chair to see if it lives up to the hype. So let's get to it, huh? Alright, so today we're going to be reviewing the Pipersong meditation chair 17.5 inch or plus edition. I would normally do the dramatic reveal, but I'm sitting on it. It's back here. So, I'm going to go over some details and then we will get rid of this and let you see the thing. This chair retails for $399 USD. I got mine used like new via the Pipersong website for $349 USD. And this is something that I bought with my own money, so I'm not a shill, so my opinions are, absolutely honest here. Because I suffer from terminal gay sitting disease. I sit like a little queer gremlin. When I'm on Twitch, I am constantly folding a leg under, sitting crisscross applesauce, folding my feet under me and sitting on them. And the interesting thing about the Pipersong chair is that it has the seat and then it has a kidney bean shaped footrest that is attached to it that can't run away. Now, this footstool is supposed to have a 360-degree swivel that allows you to sit in a variety of ways that I will show you later. And the chair comes in two models. You have Plus, which has a 17.5-inch seat for booty, and the regular, which has a 15-inch seat. I was not blessed with booty. However, I figured extra space wouldn't hurt in case I grew one someday, so I got the 17.5-inch. Now, there are some differences between the regular and the Plus. The regular does not state a weight capacity, but the Plus says that it can hold 250 pounds. I do not know what that is in kilograms, and I'm sorry. The regular says it has a 3.7-inch cushion and 1.5-inch cushion on the footstool. The Plus says 4.2 inches of foam on the main seat and 1.8 inches on the footstool. This contradicts what I saw elsewhere on the website, because elsewhere on the website it says that the seat is padded with high resilience, high density foam, extra thick 3.7 inches for the regular. And then it says we've added 1.2 inches of memory foam for the Plus. 3.7 plus 1.2 should be 4.9, but instead they say it's 4.2 on the description, so I don't know. It does come in 4 colors. There's gray, ivory, black, and tan. I have the ivory, the white-ish one. Now it says that it is made of polyurethane leather. Now, PU leather is plastic. It is a fabric-y backing with a plastic layered on top of it. So it is not leather in any meaningful way. And I will fight vegans on this point. It is much worse for the environment than taking hide off of an animal. Just saying. If I was going to have a leather chair, I would much rather it come from a creature, or hell, they make mushroom leather now. I'd be cool with that. But giving me plastic and telling me that it's high end just doesn't sit right with me, especially at this price point. It does say that it is easily cleaned with leather cleaners. Even the white color won't be a pain. I will show you what the color discoloration has been after a month of use. I am not overly pleased with it, but it did clean up well. And it has a solid steel base, an SGS certified cylinder, and heavy-duty casters. Yes. Now, other points I have about the poly leather is there's a lack of durability. It cracks and peels. I'll show some off. It's made from petrochemicals. It's not biodegradable, but it is easier to clean than leather. Now, with that said, let me move all of this and I will show you the chair, which is, to be fair, kind of a cool chair. So this is the Pipersong meditation chair. It has a backrest, a seat, and a kidney bean that's meant for putting your feet up when you're working on a computer. No armrests, no frills, nothing like that. Now this footrest is meant to give you a variety of options. You can put your feet up on it, fold a foot down, fold both feet down. You can put it behind, sit on your chair and kick your feet back, one of them or both of them. My other knee doesn't do that shit. It's had problems. Or you can put it completely out of the way and use this like a traditional chair. Now, issues I have with this chair. As you can see, I got the white one. This is because it was what was available used, and I really wanted to save the $50. I have since found, I cannot completely verify this, but I've seen strong evidence online that when you order a Pipersong chair used, it is something that someone is trying to return, and they just have them ship it to you instead of it going back to their warehouse and back out. It's part of why when you get a chair from them, they tell you that you have to keep the original packaging to be eligible for a return. I have not tried to return this because you can't return a pre-owned one, but it is good to know. So, after a month of use, you can see here, there are stripes of discoloration just from sitting on it. The footrest was much, much worse, but I actually cleaned it yesterday with just a wet towel and got a lot of the discoloration gunk from, dirty little feetsies. I live in a house with dogs. It got dirty. The stitching overall seems decent. The stitching down here at the bottom has frayed a little, but has not broken. The stitching around the seat seems to be fine. The stitching at the top is puckered around the upper edges of the seat here, and is starting to show fraying from me leaning on it. But the most egregious problem for me, come here, Mike, is right here. I'm going to scoot it back. Nope, microphone, you stay where you are. But if you look between my fingers here, notice this choppiness? This material is so fragile that I must have scraped it against something while turning it, and now all of this plastic is starting to kick up and come loose and reveal the fabric backing underneath. Now, because of what this is, there's no way to repair this because it's on a rolled seam. There's no fixing this chair. The best idea I have to try to salvage it is going to be to get some seed beads and some thread, and I'm probably just going to bead the upper ring of my chair to try to insulate it against future issues with chipping of the plastic. But yeah, again, for a $350 to $400 chair, I feel like this is something that it should be able to handle getting brushed against a desk once. There are some black marks from just generic use. I've not been able to get these to come off very well. They are what they are. But I have had problems with this chair that before you buy it, you should be aware of. One, this is a horrible, god-awful seat. Like, the backing here, I've actually modded from what it was originally. So, if you look right here, there's 2 bolts. This bolt is just free spinning because I actually had to take it out. There's meant to be one here and one further back. But I had to take this one out to scoot this rest further back because it was so far up my, like up in my lower back when I was sitting. Sorry. But it was pressed so tightly into my lower back when I sat that it was extremely uncomfortable. What did you do? Oh. That's another issue. If you lift them not together, the cuff here that goes with the footrest will move out of position. You have to rattle it to get it back. But this, I like being able to, sit and work. Or sit and work with a comfortable position. But when this was where it actually is meant to be, it was pushing me forward off the seat. Additionally, this seat, according to the diagrams they provided, is meant to be positioned with the rounded portion of the seat with the vent here in the front. I found that I very much did not like this. I do not need the majority of my cushion underneath my non-existent huevos. So I spun the seat around and reattached it. Same screws, same holes, nothing major there. Just to give me support under my thighs when I sit. Other things that I had problems with. Yes. So, you see this little handle here? It is how you go up and down. Perfect, right? But if you, like me, have a desk that is low and you are in the lowest position, please look at what this handle runs into. And if you, like me, aren't thinking and spin your footrest, you can actually bend this handle. So, I wasn't paying attention. I spun my footrest around and I bent this handle so far back. And mind you, I didn't She-Hulk it. It just spun. Bent this so far out of position that it would no longer hit the little button under there. And I had to screw off the seat and have my big-ass roommate manually pull this thing back into position because it's just tack welded. It's not like a phenomenally great weld. Gatito, if you don't stop, I'm going to skin you. So, I think it is a good chair. I do not think it is a great chair. If you are someone who already enjoys meditation style chairs, and I need to preface this by, I've owned high-end computer chairs, I've owned low-end computer chairs, I have owned those kneeling chairs where it's a seat and then another seat and you put your knees back here and kind of put your butt on the cushion. I'll find a picture. I've done the thing where you get a Bosu ball and you sit on that while you work. I am a big proponent of alternative chairs because I don't sit good. I fidget all the time. It's so bad. This is not my favorite chair. And genuinely, I have doubts about the depth of their cushion. Let me look. So this says that this is meant to be 4.2 inches of foam from, I will scoot this up here so you can see this, from the bottom to the very top here is maybe 3.5. And that's neglecting, because I can feel that everything up to right here is backer board at the bottom. So if I find the top of that board, and then I measure from that board to the top, there is maybe 3 inches of cushion on this 4 and some change inch plus that, you know, you have to pay more to upgrade to. And this is meant to be 1.8 inches. It is, at best, 1.5. I am not in any way fudging that. I'm catching the bottom and it's 1.5. So let me check my numbers. I don't want to do this wrong. The Plus should have 4.2 inches of foam and 1.8 inches. The regular should have 3.7 and 1.5. I very specifically bought a Plus. I did. So either their Plus does not have the amount of cushioning that a Plus should have, or I got cheated. Could go either way. But one way or the other, this thing does not have enough cushion. I was not blessed in the booty department. I am a bony white girl, and I manage about 30 minutes on this thing, maximum, before the nerve pain starts kicking in, the legs start hurting, the butt starts hurting, the low back is unhappy. It doesn't spark joy. It really doesn't, and I wanted it to. I may take the base from one of my other computer chairs and try to Frankenputer it when I get a chance, because I feel like if this part of it had a little bounce to it, it might be better. Maybe. There's got to be some way to make it a better chair than it currently is. But with how things stand right now, I cannot, in good conscience, tell you to spend $350, $400 for a chair that you have to assemble yourself. The casters are, like, they're fine casters. I don't know if I would call them heavy duty. I could very easily go to Lowe's and get a new set to upgrade them and be pretty happy with it. The whole thing just kind of feels insufficient. I would rather go back to a standard computer chair and alternating between it and one of my little kneeling chairs like I used to, or pull this foot plate off and attach it to a computer chair I currently own. If they sold the foot plate separately, I would absolutely say, fuck yeah, get one of those. Those are great. It's really nice to be able to put your feet up on it. Now, this is for people who make content, spicy content, okay? Everybody else can go. The review's over for you. But for my other content creators, let me tell you why I'm not putting this chair in the dumpster, okay? This is a really good chair to film on. So, because this chair lets you put your feet up and you can scoot forward and you can lean back. You can get all the good angles in one shot. It is really, really good to film on. Really good. 'Cause I have blown out both my knees from doing the cam girl pose where we kneel on them and spread them apart. They don't do that shit anymore. But this is why I'm keeping this thing. It lets you see everything you need to see. And it's pretty good when you're like this. I still wouldn't do this for like 30 or 40 minutes, but you can pretty easily put your shoulders over it. This is all airspace. Butts on the cushion. Everything's good. I have not fully tested, and definitely would not do this for partnered content, but putting your knees up on it, it's very easy to do the drop for this. And this part goes really well too. So that's what's keeping this chair in my good graces, is it is very, very, very much meant for people like us. And I'm writing it off as a work expense because I'm almost never going to use this thing at my computer. I don't want to disappoint my Twitch chat. We already have like an emote for our computer chair and they're going to feel like I'm cheating on her. But for work, like this thing's gold. The amount of camera angles you can get on this thing because of how much of it, because of how much of it is open air, it's very, very easy to utilize it as a brace. Now I specify I would not do this partnered because this is not a super stable chair. It has, when I start doing that, the wheels are lifting. But if you're doing it for yourself and you're bent into it and you're stable, you're okay. I'd say it probably could handle a machine, but I cannot in good conscience say to use it with a person that's going to be, rattling shit. So yeah, that's what I've got. If you're a filthy normie and you're only going to use it for your computer, I don't love it. I wouldn't do it. Go for a Bosu ball, get a kneeling chair, get a walking pad, get something like that. But if you, like me, do that spicy accountant work, to quote the TikTok kids, and you also want to use it at your computer, it's not bad. I don't think it's $350 worth. I definitely wouldn't buy one new, but it's not bad. And I'm not mad that I have it. Now, as someone who has squirted all over this goddamn thing, luckily the fact that it's plastic means that I just took a towel to it and it cleaned up fine. It didn't have any lasting effects. I do think at some point I'm going to have a fabric cover made out of flannel or something like that to try and cut down on the degradation of the plastic leather the way that you would like a couch slip cover. But that's it. That's the best I got right there. Yeah. If somehow I can talk these people into giving me an affiliate code, I will put it here. Otherwise, I will just send you off to their website and you can get one there. And if you want to find me anywhere I exist online, including places that I do things like utilize this chair for spicy reasons. God, that's so cheesy. Oh well. Then it is all at find.lilyoreilly.com. And otherwise, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.